Hey everyone, it's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this vlog. I be looking rough, I know. I have not felt well this entire week and I've had like a migraine that keeps coming and going for literally the entire week and it sucks. So this weekend I was like, since I'm not feeling well and since the only thing I can really do without my head hurting is like read, I finished The Fever Code by James Dashner. I'm reading this for another video, so I'll put my full thoughts in that video. But I did give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I love Maze Runner. It's a huge part of my lore. It's a very important series to me. It was kind of the first series that I found that was like found on my own and not through someone else, if that makes sense. So I've got a very important, special bond with that series. So that's done though. Like this was the last book in the series I had to read. This is technically a prequel, but obviously it came out last, so I had read the first 3 and then The Kill Order, which is also, I think, technically a prequel. That was really good and I really wanted to finish that because I only had like 100 or less than 100 pages of that when I woke up today and I was like, I want to finish it. Also because once I finish that, I want to start Fourth Wing because, which first of all, my edition of this is like the Barnes & Noble edition, but me and my sister want to buddy read Iron Flame and I have not read Fourth Wing yet, so she was like, why don't you read it and text me updates and then we can read Iron Flame together. So I really wanted to start this and do that so that we can read Iron Flame together, especially because we live so far apart now that it's nice to like, you know, have like a long distance book club. So I'm gonna start that, but I really wanted to read it physically because that way I don't have to stare at a screen for longer than I have to. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna start this. I'm excited. I've been in kind of a fantasy mood. This is kind of the perfect time for me to read it and I do think I'm really gonna like it. I just kind of put off reading it because I just like wasn't into fantasy for a bit and now I'm kind of like back on the fantasy grind, so I'm gonna be starting that and reading just as much of that as I can today and just try to have like a very chill, relaxing day / weekend. Hopefully my migraine will go away by the end of this weekend, fingers crossed, because this is getting very annoying for me. But yeah, so that is what this video is going to be, just a very chill, nice little vlog thing. I have not done a reading, I know I just did a TBR video, but before this I haven't done like a reading vlog in a while, so I'm kind of excited. I wasn't as into like making reading content like for the past few months and now I've been kind of into it, so I'm very excited to be back into reading. I'm gonna start that and I will see you guys when I have an update. Hey everyone, it's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this weekly vlog that I was supposed to start on Monday, but I have not started until Wednesday. It's fine. That is just how it rolls. I haven't done a weekly vlog in a while, so first things first, I'll tell you guys what I'm like currently reading. So I am reading Fourth Wing, which I took the dust jacket off just because I wanted to keep it safe because I feel like I always bend the dust jackets accidentally, like when I read. It's got little dragons on the side. But I'm on, this is actually not accurate because I read some of it on my Kindle last night and I have not moved the bookmark yet. It says I'm like 33% of the way through though, so, you know, in between a quarter and a halfway. I don't know why that took me so long to figure out. I'm really liking it so far. My sister said it feels like Divergent, but also like Harry Potter, but then it's also like unique. It's like a mix of those two, and I completely see what she's saying and I completely agree. I've gotten to, we've met the dragons. They haven't like chosen people yet, so I'm very excited. I love dragons and I am glad that dragons are getting the respect they deserve. I love it. I also really like Violet and I really like Xaden, so I'm excited to see where that goes and see where those characters go. And I love a good like enemies to friends to lovers, hate to love sort of vibe. I also love a fantasy that has like a whole thing going on but then also has like a really good like romance subplot. Like that's kind of like my jam, so I'm reading that. I'm trying to finish that relatively quickly because me and my sister are gonna read Iron Flame together. So she's kind of waiting for me to finish this before she can read that. So that I'm working on. Then I'm also reading this book called The Spy Coast. I will put it here because I forgot the author. My phone is charging. And that is like my Kindle book right now. It is about like retired spies and then like someone like turns up dead and there's like they have to figure out like why and who's looking for them, and it's tied to like an old op that they did. I love a good spy story. I also am like dipping my toe into like the thriller world, and every thriller I have read I have really enjoyed. So I was like, I'm in the mood to start a new one, so I'm starting that one and I'm really liking it so far. I think I'm also about 30 or 40% of the way through that one as well. I like to have a physical book going because it gives my eyes a break from looking at the screen. At the end of the night, I like to read downstairs with my dad, and then we like drink our tea together. It's like a cute little thing that we do. And then I like to have a Kindle book going because when I can't sleep, because I am a chronic insomniac, so when I can't sleep, it's nice to have a book that I can just flip open and read. And I would say I probably do the bulk of my reading at like 1 to 3 in the morning, like when I can't sleep. I like to have a Kindle book going for that reason, so that's kind of my Kindle book that I have going right now. And then I am also reading Lovely War. This is for another video I'm working on. I also have this on audiobook. So I don't usually have an audiobook going because I'm not a huge audiobook person, honestly. I'm not a huge audiobook or podcast person. I really want to be, but I need like a visual aspect because I just like zone out and like tend to not listen, you know? Like I need it in front of me too. But I have had the worst migraine for a few days. Obviously I'm feeling better now, hence me talking to the camera. So I haven't even been able to like look at a screen or read, which is why I have not been doing reaction videos, in case people are wondering. I had a backlog of other videos to get through and get posted, and then also I got like I just had a really bad headache for like over a week. And I say headache because it kind of went away and came back, and it didn't really get really painful until like this weekend, you know? So I feel like the migraine part was then, because I feel like if you tell people you've had a migraine for over a week, they get concerned. Like I'm good. I think it's mostly like allergies, and then I'm prone to migraines anyways, but I think it's like that, like in a cycle. And then I also think that it was like strain, like eye strain, because I'm supposed to wear my glasses every day and I do not. And my eyes do get strained and tired if I don't, so that's why I'm wearing them now. I'm trying to be better about like actually wearing them. I was really good when I was in school about wearing them, but now that I'm like not in school, I kind of like forget to do it. So I'm trying to be better, especially like when I'm reading or like when I'm on the computer. It's like I'm trying to put them on. So obviously, especially looking at the computer is really bad for your eyes. So anywho, so I think that's why. But so I have actually been listening to an audiobook for once because of that reason, because I couldn't really look at anything and I could only like, I just put it like really quietly on the background because I'm like, I just can't sit in silence. Like I got too bored. So I'm about like, I think I'm technically 49% of the way through this. So I'm like 50%, which you can see. And I don't know, I'm of two minds of this book because it's lyrically beautiful and the writing is really beautiful. I think it's objectively a good book, and I see why it has a really high rating, but it is just so not my genre. I'm not a historical fiction girly. I want to be, but I'm just not. Like and it's weird because I love history, like, and I'll like watch a documentary, but like historical fiction, I just don't care. Like, I don't care about any of these characters. I don't care about like the love story that's going on. Like, what is wrong with me that I do not care? I don't know. Like, I'm already 50% of the way through it though, so I'm like, do I just want to finish it? But then at the same time, I'm like, I don't want it to put me in like a slump if I focus on this book and not on other books. But I know that if I don't focus on this book, it's gonna take me so long to finish it, and I'm like kind of sick of it, you know? And I also know that if I put it down, I will never pick it back up. So I'm like, if I am gonna DNF this, then I should probably unhaul it too. So I don't know. I'm like trying to decide what I want to do about that. I know there's no rush, but I'm just like, I can't figure it out because like when I read this, I'm like, the writing is really beautiful and there's a lot of like really good lines in here and really good like metaphors and just like imagery. So I can see why it has a high rating, and I think it's a powerful book. Like, I know like the end is probably gonna be powerful, but I just don't care. Like, I don't care to go through it. I like kind of know, I think, how it's gonna end. There's no like, I'm not engaged. There's nothing that's like keeping me like guessing. I'm not like, I need to know what happens. Like, I could kind of take it or leave it. So I don't know. I can't decide what I want to do about that. So I don't know. I gotta think about it. And then I'm also technically, reading Fable, which this book, me and my sister, I've said this before, but me and my sister were supposed to read this in January and we both kind of ditched it because it was like confusing and boring. I feel so negative. I like the other two books I'm reading, I swear. These two are just, I don't know. But again, because I own this, I want to finish it and it's so pretty. And I'm like, if I'm gonna unhaul this, I feel like I need to read it all the way through and know for sure, like, I don't like this. I like the idea of this, but I find the writing like confusing. Like, I don't know what's going on. And I thought it was just me, but my sister said the same thing. And she DNF'd it. She's like, I don't know what's happening. Like, this doesn't make any sense. But it's so short. So I'm like, come on, like, you could finish it. And I'm only on page 48. I thought I was on page like 70. But I think I might just power through and try to finish that one. And that is on my TBR for this month. Because it's such a short book. I think it's only like 300 and something pages. Yeah, it's like 300 pages. Like 330. Like, that's so short. So I think because that's so short, I might try to power through this one and finish it. But so that is what I'm currently reading right now, and that is kind of like the what's on deck for this week for what I'm going to continue reading. Honestly, when I finish Fourth Wing and finish my Kindle book, I will probably pick 2 new books instead of finishing Fable and Lovely War. Like, those books it's probably going to take me a minute, especially Lovely War. I feel like I'm going to end up reading that thing for like so long, which stinks because it's for another video and it's holding up that video, so it's fine though. Then I'm also currently I'm rewatching Shadowhunters just to feel something, okay? And I know that's objectively not a good show, but I love Shadowhunters. So anything about it I will watch. Also, like, Matthew Daddario. Enough said. I watched Stitchers for the first time, and I flew through it. I am at the end of season 3. I only have 2 more episodes left, and I haven't watched them because I don't want it to be over. I never watched that when it was like out and airing, and I remember it was airing at the same time as Shadowhunters, but it's actually like really good. Like, it's not gonna win any Emmys or anything, you know, but it's like, it's that YA, like, addictive good. I don't know how to explain it, but I think you guys know what I mean. So I've been watching that, and I've been really liking it. I also think Cameron and Kirsten are really cute. So, and that's the other thing I feel like those teen shows do really well. They always have couples that have like so much chemistry and that you like really root for. So I've been watching that. I've also been watching 911. Obviously, you guys know that's like the only show that's on cable that I watch. So I don't have cable, so I just watch it like the next day. That is the only show that is currently on the air that I keep up with, which is kind of wild because there was a time when I feel like I had a new TV show like every day. So that is what I'm watching. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's pretty much it. I've also been going to my workout class once a week. Me and my friends usually alternate. We'll do like Pilates and yoga, then Pilates and yoga. We did Pilates a few weeks in a row, but on this Friday we're going to a yoga class. It's like yoga sculpt. It's so much cardio, so like wish me luck, y'all, because I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Probably not a good idea to be doing like a cardio class like so soon after my head is like just starting to feel better, but you know, as long as I feel like you listen to your body and stop if you know, feel bad, then you'll be okay. I also forgot my inhaler last time I did that class, and I will not make that mistake this time because that was terrible. Today, I'm pretty much going to read and I'm gonna keep my glasses on, but hopefully next week I'll be able to start filming reaction videos again because I do want to watch some more Dexter and continue with Daredevil because I have only seen until I watched episode 4 and I'm like, they're on I think episode 8 aired and there's only 9, so I think the last episode is airing, if not, well, I guess if it wasn't this week it would be next week. I'm not really sure. I'm very behind. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it though. There was a lot of buzz for episode 4, rightly so, and then I saw a lot of people, I avoided what they were saying, but I did see a lot of people like posting about how good episode 8 was, but I didn't see anyone really say anything about episodes 5, 6, and 7, so I wonder if those are kind of like sleeper episodes. I'm not really sure. I will say I do think, spoiler alert, I do think the absence of Karen and Foggy is really felt and makes the show not as good as the like seasons 1 through 3 were, which I guess technically it's Daredevil Reborn, but you guys know what I mean there. I also have learned about myself that I need some couple to root for and some sort of ship, at least in the background of a show and a book really, to really enjoy it. I guess I'm just like a hopeless romantic because like I feel like if a show doesn't have a relationship that I care about or like a couple to root for, I don't love it as much. Like if I think about all my favorite shows and the shows I get really into, I have like favorite couples from all those shows that I'm like, I ship this, you know? So I think I'm just one of those people that I just kind of need that in my media. And Daredevil Reborn does not really have that because I don't care about Matt and that therapist girl. Like, I don't care. So I think that's my problem with this. And not that it's a problem, but I think that's why like I'm not loving it as much as I love other things, I guess. But I still think it's a really well done show. I think there's a lot of cinematically beautiful shots and like a lot of great scenes. So I'm still loving it. I'm still gonna finish it, but I think that's why I'm not as like obsessed with it as I get with other shows, because I've just been giving that a lot of thought. So I'm like, what is missing with this? So that is kind of my updates. That's what I'm reading, watching, yada yada yada. And I will see you guys for my next update. I'm just gonna read more books. Hey everyone, welcome back to the vlog. I am 263 pages into this book, so I'm a little more than halfway. I think it's like 52%, a fourth wing. And I'm loving it so far. I love the dragons. I love Xaden, I love Violet. I like their relationship, how it's kind of like a hate to love, enemies to lovers like sort of thing, but it's like also like a slow burn. Like, I just feel like this is like the good hate to love relationships of like books past, if that makes sense. That's my favorite trope, and I love when a book does it right and when it also actually has like a plot going on, because I'm not a big like only romance person. I read it sometimes, but this just feels like a good old fantasy, like what I'm used to, and I feel like it's been too long since I've like been really into a fantasy world like this, so I'm very excited about that. I'm hoping to finish that like within the next few days so that me and my sister can start Iron Flame together. Yesterday I actually read outside and it was so nice and beautiful and sunny, and I'm just like, suddenly the world is beautiful again. I love that it's getting sunny out and that it feels like spring. It makes me very, very happy. And then before that I had a yoga class, but it was yoga sculpt, so it's like yoga with weights and like cardio, which killed me. I was dead. But so I came home from that. I had that in the morning. Came home from that, showered, and then went straight outside. So it was a nice relaxing day. Then after that I knocked out, took like a 4-hour nap, but it was really needed because Thursday night I had only gotten like 4 hours of sleep. I finally fell asleep around 4, and then I had to get up at 8 to be ready for my class. And my allergies were just so bad that I kept like not being able to fall asleep because I literally could not find like a comfortable position to be able to breathe. It was terrible. But the allergies have gotten a lot better. I don't know what it is, but like the cardio like reset my brain, I swear, because I like came out of that workout class and suddenly I was like, my allergies are so much better. I feel so much better. Let me know, I don't know. So that was yesterday, and then the day before that I went out with my mom. We went thrifting, which I'll show you guys what I got because I lucked out. Sometimes you go to the thrift store and it's like you only find like 1 or 2 things, but this time I got an astronomical amount of things. Like I just like found so much good stuff. And then we got like frozen yogurt, which was delicious. I did an orange Dole Whip mixed with like cake batter frozen yogurt, and it was one of the best things I've ever tasted. I literally ate with that concoction. Love it. And I love how you can like make your own. Like you can like mix the flavors, pick all the toppings, and then they just do it based on weight. Like that's just like, I just love the way they do that. But now I'll show you what I got. I actually wore this yesterday, but I found this skirt, which, look at the pattern. There's like a raised pattern of flowers and it's like tie-dye. It's from J. Jill, which is a brand I've heard of before, but I just thrifted this and it is so, it's like long and flowy. It's just so nice. And I don't have a lot of skirts, and I only have one long skirt. So this was a perfect find, and I really wanted to get just more skirts in general. So, and I usually don't even bother looking at the skirts for some reason. And today I was just like, I'm feeling like I should look at them, and it was a good day to do that. Then I got this skirt, which is very summery, very like, I kept saying I was like shopping for a Greek vacation that I was like, that I'm never going on. Because it was like everything I bought was summery and Greece-esque. But so it's very cute, very long. That'll be really perfect for the summer. And I got this skirt, which also has like a raised pattern of like squiggles and flowers. And I like the color. I just felt like this was a nice little like almost khaki like casual skirt, which I don't have anything really like that in my closet. So I thought that that was a perfect thing to pick up. The last skirt I got, my mom actually found this. Actually, my mom found the blue, like, kind of Greek one too, which was a great find. But she also found this, which was another great find. Look how cute. Like, look at that. It's gonna be perfect for the summer. So I lucked out. I got one dress, this dress, and see how I'm talking about the Greece vibes? Like, this would be perfect for like a summer vacation. So that's it for skirts and dresses. And then I got this tank top, which is from Hollister. Well, it's not a tank top, it's a short sleeve shirt. Super comfortable. I tried everything on already because I wanted to have a look. It's super comfortable and I love that. And I don't really have any green, so it's kind of perfect. Then I found this shirt, which I thought It's very Y2K, like beach vibes, because it's like a little flower. So I felt like that would be kind of cool for the summer, because I feel like I don't have enough like short sleeve, like not t-shirts, if that makes sense, that you can like wear out and it's like not like baggy t-shirt casual, but it's also not like insanely nice, if that makes sense. I don't know, it makes sense to me in my head. I think this is the only t-shirt I got, but I found this Scooby-Doo shirt, which I wanted a Scooby-Doo shirt anyways, and I was gonna buy like almost the same exact one on Amazon. It was exciting to find that. Then I really lucked out in like the long sleeve shirt, like nice shirt section. I got this shirt, which I just think is so sick. This shirt, look at that. It's like long sleeve, it buttons in the front. Look at the sleeves. It's very like Haunted Mansion witchy vibes, and I tried it on and it looks even better than I thought it would. So it's gonna be perfect for like the fall. Like my next Salem trip, she's coming out. Then I also found this blue shirt. It's also a button up, but again, I really liked the color. It's very, like the material is very light and airy. I thought it would be perfect for like the spring and the summer. And I just think it's just such a pretty blue, and it's got like a little like pattern on it. It's very like 90s. I feel like all my overshirts that I found are very 90s. Then I found this like shirt cardigan shawl thing. I just thought it was too cool to leave behind, and it looks even better on. Like I put this on and I was like, I low-key love this. Like I feel like for the summertime or for like the beach, you know what I'm saying? The girlies who get it, get it. And then on a similar note, I found this like cardigan shawl thing because it was kind of 70s. It was giving a 70s vibe, and I just thought it was too cool to leave, so I got that. Then I also got this because I liked this animal print. I felt like this was very like also very 90s, you know? So I got that. That's also a button up. And then I found this one, which is like, I got this in like an extra large, so it's a very big button up, but it looks really cool on. It's very comfortable. I feel like this could be like just something I throw on whenever. It does have shoulder pads, and I can't decide if I think the shoulder pads are cool or if I just want to cut them out, because there's only like 2 threads holding each on. It's not like sewn all the way on, so I could very easily just cut it off and be fine. So I have to think about that and decide what I want to do. And then I forgot this tank top was hiding. I also just got this like blue tank top because I don't have a blue tank top, and I have tank tops like that in white and black, and I wear them literally all the time, so I got that. I also, there was a bunch of like brown tank tops there, and I kind of wish that I got one now because I have like 2 brown overshirts, and I feel like would have been good to have a tank top with that, but I'm sure I can find one again if I really want one. But that's what I got thrifting. I lucked out. It was such a successful thrift day for me. And I found a lot of stuff for my mom too, which was fun. But so that is what I've been up to. This, I've only been reading Fourth Wing. I know I talked about some other books in this, but I've just been so like into it that I just like, when I am reading, I don't want to pick anything else up. Like this is just what I'm reading. So that is my update, and I will see you guys later.